After leaving Mallorca, we were excited to explore beautiful Costa Brava, but with car parks filled with broken glass, thieves targeting campervans, and warnings about break-ins, is it worth staying or is it too risky?
We do not want to be broken into and everything stolen, so...
You just don't feel safe around here. Our first stop of today is Cala de Agua Xelida, and this place is a real paradise here in Costa Brava. The only thing is that as soon as we got here, hundreds of jellyfish just arrived to the shore, so we don't know if we can get in.
We are back in the van after spending several hours down at the beach. It was lovely, but unfortunate thing, Costa Brava this year is full of jellyfish. They are everywhere. I mean, hundreds of jellyfish.
You had to swim so carefully.
Because if you're not, you're going into them. So we have parked up here in 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡𝗧 after going for quite a long spin of 40 kilometers to charge our batteries, and when we got here we met an unfortunate lady that her van will not start. We tried it with our top-down battery starter, we tried jump starting it with jump leads, nothing would start it, so we think that the starter motor is gone on her and the poor lady is stuck here.
I really feel so sorry when I see people broken down. Like
we know how it feels. In those situations we wish that somebody would come and help us, and we tried everything.
So we are always the first ones to help, and it's so funny because when people run into us when they are broken down, I always think to myself, you don't know who you have just run into. Like,
so when we went to help this woman, I went with my top-down jump starter, didn't work. Went with the jump leads, didn't work, and then I came back with a multimeter and there was a Spanish guy there and he's like, wow, you came prepared. He wouldn't realise what it's like travelling in a T25. You have to take everything, including the kitchen sink.
So we are back in the van, and I'm only after killing 2 mosquitoes that were covered in blood. So we're setting up our trusty net up. We actually do this every night, even if we don't see any mosquitoes, because they're always hiding somewhere. And you just stick the magnets up here, like that. It's so handy, and you're guaranteed a lovely night's sleep. Isn't it so good, Shane?
It's perfect.
The best.
Or as one of our subscribers says...
Oh, Anne, that was so funny.
We have created a net. Good morning guys, we have woken up here in 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡𝗧. Now we didn't come here first because we had to make our way from Barcelona to Girona to fly home, which was in last week's video, but we came back down south to 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡𝗧. We're going to start making our way up, visiting all the little coves of Costa Brava before heading into the Pyrenees. But one thing, as you get closer to Barcelona, you have to be very careful because there are a lot of break-ins around this area, and there are park-ups that have signs saying be careful, take belongings out of your van because they will get robbed. That is the worst thing about over here, but the further north you go, the less likely it is to happen, and when you go into the Pyrenees, even less likely to happen. So we are just going to start making our way up north, visiting all little coves and places that we haven't been to before, and then make our way into the Pyrenees, which is, as we keep saying, one of our favourite places in Spain. So today the day starts with Shane going to a barber's to get his hair chopped. I've just rang and they don't work with previous bookings, so he just has to walk over and see if there's room for him. So, time to go get the hair chopped, but fingers crossed it's not going to turn out like last time in Porto, because if that happens, it's going to be a disaster.
You're going to wear a hat for 2 months?
I'm going to have to go buy a hat because I don't like having a bad haircut. So next time you see me, mightn't look as good, but sure, we'll give it a go. I have to find where he is. I found him. He's 500 meters away. 7-minute walk. 3-minute run. Right,
run before they get your spot. So while Shane is away, I'm here with the laptop. I'm gonna get some work done. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
I asked like short on the sides and a little bit longer on top.
So you should ask for corto por los lados y un poco más largo arriba. Short on the sides and a little bit longer at the top. So, corto,
How do you say the sides?
lados. L-A-D-O-S.
No. So, how do you ask? It's short on the sides.
Corto por los lados.
Vale.
Vale.
Yes.
Buena suerte. Adiós. Oh God. God knows what he's gonna come out like. Oh, I'm dying to see his haircut. I have literally just worked for like 15 minutes and I just got a text from Shane saying that he's almost back. That is the quickest haircut I've ever seen in my life. Here he comes. I'm actually scared. I'm scared. Is it good?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, that is nice.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's
Is it
good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
€14.
Really?
Yeah.
Very good. That was quick.
Quick.
Look at you with your fresh cut.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's so efficient.
I know. What do you think? Is it better than Porto?
Definitely.
Leave it down in the comments. What do you think of my new haircut?
The drive from 𝗧𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗧 to Tamariu is absolutely beautiful. We're driving by the coast. It is quite a hard road.
It's quite hilly.
And there's loads of hairpins, but the views are amazing. So if you're a passenger, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. In Costa Brava, the further south you are, the closer to Barcelona you are, the likelier it is that your van will get broken into. So that's another reason why we are heading back to Tamariu, because it's in the middle of Costa Brava, it's towards the north of it. We have just pulled in here into a lay-by here on the side of the road, just to admire the views, because it is really lovely. But as soon as we got out of the van, we noticed that the ground is just covered in glass from people breaking into other people's cars. You just don't feel safe around here. There's more glass here beside this other van in front of us. Glass everywhere. Everywhere. It's amazing. The more I walk around here, the more glass I find. And I have just come across this sign that literally warns you that your car is very likely to get broken into.
As you can see behind us, there is plenty of cars parked here, but I think the thieves along here just target the motorhomes because they know people are going to have their valuables and everything in them. And what we don't like about Fergus is it kind of stands out and people know what we do. And we have our cameras, our laptops, everything inside the van, so it's pretty annoying. We can't really leave. So it's time to hit the road. We do not want to be broken into and everything stolen, so on to the next one.
This drive is just so beautiful. I know I keep saying it, but we just keep stopping and look at the beach behind us. It's just so nice, but very hard to get into. There is a massive boat there full of people, and that's what we need. We need to swap Fergus, convert Fergus into a boat. We need to swap van life for boat life and be able to get into all of these amazing looking beaches. Also, as soon as we got out of the van, we have found more glass from car windows. It's just, you just don't feel safe leaving your van here and going down to a beach. So we're just gonna keep driving because there's glass literally everywhere. Break-ins here must be so common. Since we can't get down to the beach, Shane is flying the drone. There he is flying in the driver's seat, but this time he's flying the drone and he's just gonna get footage of the beach, so at least we can get a closer look at them.
So Fergus is slow enough as it is on hills, but when we meet people on bikes, it's even worse.
They kill the momentum.
They kill the momentum and then they're stuck behind me. We just keep stopping every 2 seconds because the views here on Costa Brava are absolutely out of this world. I have never seen any water like it. This is what we were hoping for when we went to Mallorca, but
we didn't find it.
We didn't find it. We just found so many hotels and tourists. So
and then the van just was telling us to get off the island because it was breaking down constantly. So we got off the island.
This water is incredible. We have to get to Tamariu and jump in that water ASAP. The worst thing about Google Maps, it takes you on the worst roads and gives you the wrong directions, and everybody has to turn around. It's not easy in this van.
Driving to Costa Brava, you have to be so careful with cyclists. They are coming in front of us, they are trying to overtake, they are everywhere. And there now, we nearly ran into a couple that was literally like cycling towards us on the wrong side of the road, and Shane had to lay on the horn, and we're just laughing about how Fergus tries to sound so mad, but it just can't. It's just like a friendly van.
And just like that, we are back in 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗟𝗏.
In our trusty Littles.
Going into our trusty Littles. We're going to get a few supplies because we are going to be parked down here for maybe a day or two, and then we'll be moving on. So stock up the fridge while we're here, and then go to our favourite place.
So good.
That's so good.
What have you got?
Kitties or no? Kitties.
Claro. Shopping is done, we are back at the van, and I'm so glad to see that we have all windows. Just seeing all that glass smashed, it just really puts you on edge. We've got all the windows.
What?
We've got all windows.
All windows. No glass on the ground.
Thank God. No, you can't. Talk about taking up the road. That white van is parked sticking out so far out, cars can't drive by, and then we wonder why we get blocked from going places. It's just, if people were respectful, there would be no problem.
So we got Fergus parked up here in Tamariu, and lucky enough we got a spot in the sun, so the solar panel is charging the batteries. Thank God Annie spotted the issue yesterday and we were fit to fix it, and now we are charging, because God knows how long we have been going out without charging our batteries with our solar panel. So now it is time to head down to the beach.
It was such a hard fix to fix that solar panel. You just literally had to like tap the wires and then it was charging again.
So now we are heading down to our favourite place, the beach.
With the snorkels.
With the snorkels, we are going to go snorkeling and hopefully find some fish.
Yeah, and
Maybe
some octopus.
Some octopus. It was nice and warm in the van because we're in the sun.
So chilly here.
In the shade it's quite cold. So it was crazy to see driving along the coast from Costa 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗏 up north on Costa Brava. The amount of glass from break-ins is crazy and quite scary.
We would have loved to park there and head down to one of those little cove beaches because they did look amazing.
But it's just not worth.
It's not worth that there. I wouldn't be enjoying myself at the beach. I'd be so worried thinking about the van constantly.
So we gave it a miss and we came here, but it's just scary to see the amount of glass from vans being broken into. So if you are coming over to Costa Brava, just be aware of the amount of break-ins that do happen.
Yeah, and stay in the north part of it.
The further north you go,
the further away from Barcelona you are, the better.
Yeah, the further from Barcelona the better. So just bear that in mind if you are coming here in your van. So here on Costa Brava it is still a drought and all the showers are turned off at the beach, which is quite annoying. We just have to fill up these bottles.
There's people at the beach, like today is the start of October, and there's people at the beach with scarves. Like you can really spot the locals and like tourists.
There's so many with scarves, and then here's me and Annie going down to go snorkeling.
I mean, it is a little bit chilly, but it's
nice.
Very warm. We're big tourists. We just got ourselves a metal plug of Tamariu, and I was going to say an ice cream, a magnet, a magnet for the van. Yeah.
So nice to be here in Tamariu, and it's October and the place is full.
Yeah, so it's shining.
Which is mad. Now there's fingers crossed that there's no jellyfish, because that is the next thing.
POV, there's no showers in Costa Brava. And I don't want to get my hair all salty. I look like a hard-boiled egg. What do I look like? Hasta la vista, baby!
What was that?
What?
70. So after spending an hour or two down at the beach, we came up here to the car park, which is on top of Tamariu, and we came up here simply for the reason that we can put out a solar panel and we can get some sunlight. So we're going to spend a couple of hours here, and he's going to get working, I'm going to get cooking, and we can get everything dried.
So here are the souvenirs that we've bought. I thought they were so cute, I couldn't leave them. Look at this. It's like a magnet plaque of a, not a magnet, no, a metal plaque of Tamariu. Shane, of course, has got a beetle plaque. And we have got the magnet version as well of Tamariu. And
so, here we go.
it's going right here. Ta-da! Beside the other one that we have from Tamariu.
I think we like Tamariu.
Does it look like it?
There we go. One burger for you.
Thank you. You're so quick.
2 burgers for me.
Like always.
So today hasn't really been that much of an exciting day, and that is the reality of living in a van, making these YouTube videos. We spent the day in the van editing, getting our video ready for last week. So all we did today was edit, and we went for a swim for about an hour or 2.
Yeah.
So now it's time to go for a walk, stretch the legs. Should we get a van like this? One of those vans would be a dream.
Imagine you would go from the top to the bottom of Spain in like a day or 2. In Fergus it would take like 2 weeks.
Well, we drove from Bilbao to Valencia
In 4 days.
4 days? No, just over 2.
We left on a Tuesday and, oh yeah.
It's just over 2 days. Fergus can do it, but it's just a little bit longer than what you would like. And
It takes a lot out of you.
it takes a lot out of you for driving that length of time. But here is a serious question. If we were to change our van, look, we're never getting rid of Fergus.
No,
Fergus,
never ever, oh my god.
Fergus is with us forever. We still will be taking trips. I'm not saying we're getting a new van, but if we did, we would still take Fergus on trips all around the place. But if we did get a new van, would you like to see a new van on the channel?
And also, which van would you like to see? I would love to hear in the comments what do you think about the whole van situation.
So would you go for a small van like a Transporter with a pop-up roof, or a Opel Vivaro or something like that? Or would you go for like a Volkswagen Crafter or a Mercedes Sprinter?
Yeah, something bigger.
A bigger van where you can stand up permanently. Let us know.
Yeah.
So I'm standing duty. I have to make sure nobody comes into the toilet. But that is what we love about this place, is that there is toilets here right beside the beach. This place is just incredible. If you ever come to Spain, you have to visit Tamariu. Oh, mosquitoes. If only the houses here were a little bit cheaper, we would have no trouble of buying a house here.
A little bit cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
Like a 1-bedroom house could be €1 million. And I'm not joking. We are going to do the Camino de Ronda here in Tamariu, which is a lovely coastal walk. But we make it worth it.
Go, go, go! Yay! Oh!
Whoa! So good!
Made it! And I still have dry feet,
Oh, you are recording!
but I think I broke my hand.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit.
We just keep staring at the views here, and it's every single year Tamariu just traps us. We come here for a couple of days and then we end up staying a week. It's like, we'll leave tomorrow, tomorrow comes, do you want to stay here tonight? And we're still here.
But I do think tomorrow we will move on.
This has been going on for like
A couple of days now. We just love this place so.
keep leaving tomorrow and tomorrow never comes.
No, tomorrow will come. We'll pack Fergus and hit the road and see where we end up. So this walk keeps going on and on and on, all the way out there behind us, but as you see, light is quickly moving away from us, and this place is covered in mosquitoes. We are already bit enough, we don't want any more bites, so back into the town. Successful crossing for me, but not for Annie. She got wet feet.
Just a little bit.
So we have come down to the street to park up for tonight, and I'm just going on a little walk to empty our bins, because they are quite full. So unlike Ireland, there are bins literally everywhere. There's probably 10 bins on this one street, which makes it a lot easier to get rid of your waste. And this is where we are parked for the night. Fergus is parked up here. So let's get into the van, see what Annie's doing, and crack on with some work. And just like that, we are fully in privacy mode. Nobody can see in. These blinds were so easy to make, and they make such a big difference to the van this summer. There's no heat coming in and no heat going out. So it's currently around 9 p.m. and we are going out for a stroll. Well, it's a toilet stroll because here in Tamariu there is toilets, and as you know, it's not as easy in Costa Brava to empty your toilets and everything.
No, it's so hard.
Compared to the rest of Spain, it is hard.
So we're trying not to use the toilet in our van and just find toilets that are near us. You can fairly notice how it's getting dark so early, at like 7:30, 8. At 8 o'clock it's already really dark. 7:30 it's starting to get dark.
If you think back to like 2 months ago when we were Picos Europa.
Yeah, Shane was swimming in the river at 10:30 and it was still bright.
8 o'clock now. It's pitch black.
Oh, this is the worst about doing van life in autumn. I love it because the temperature is not too hot and there's not that many people, but then there's less light.
It's less light.
You can't get everything, can you?
You can't have everything, so we have to make the most of everything.
We are back in the van after 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡𝗟𝗪𝗏 and we are just wrecked, so we are going to end the video here. But make sure to stay tuned because we have a very exciting video coming up next week in which we swap Fergus for a bigger van, which might be familiar to some of you. See you then!